get a car, you could stop by Colorado and pick me up. We could have an adventure, the two of us in a windshield.
I have a car.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you?
No.
Yeah, well, I got one.
Okay, Ben, so what's happening today?
We're buying a BMW.
What BMW are we buying?
A M240 X-Drive.
You excited?
X-Drive. I'm very excited.
And what are you driving currently?
A Clio RS.
Hey, big upgrade, eh?
No, not a big upgrade. That's a massive upgrade. Are you gonna do a transition for me?
Yeah,
Full
we'll do a
transition. Yeah, you. You must
wait.
do one.
Let's do a crazy transition. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to walk to the camera and then put your hand over it. So walk to the camera.
Deep in my bones, I can feel you. Take me back to a time only we knew how to wait. We could waste a night with an old film, smoke a little weed on the couch in the back room, how to wait. Say you never let me go.
And how does it feel getting your brand new car?
Feels surreal. Feels really surreal.
Stand next to it. Come, give us the emotional speech from the chess player, the guy that everybody picked on.
That's gonna happen tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, so my parents don't know anything yet. I haven't told my mom, haven't told my dad, haven't even really hinted the fact that I want to buy a car. So it's gonna be a surprise. Maybe I'll film it. I'm still pondering about it.
Film it.
Yeah, I don't really want to show them on socials, but maybe I'll film it because they don't know anything.
Just for yourself,
Yeah.
at least so you have it.
I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna tell him the Clio broke down. It's misfiring or whatever, or the turbo pipe, the charge pipe broke because it broke a few months ago, and then he's gonna run out, and then they're gonna see this car. So that's gonna be cool. But let's go for a drive. Figure out when they pull me over.
Yeah, the tint is very bad. Look at fucking pools, eh?
What's it complaining? Later on, I'll do a proper drive of the video. I'll actually mount the camera on different places, and I'll show you guys the entire interior and exterior and let you listen to how it sounds and all of that. For now, I'm on my way home. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, my mom and dad doesn't know anything about the car, so I'll go home and I'll tell my dad something like, oh, because he knew I drove this morning with the other car, with the Renault Clio, and I'll just tell him, no, the car broke down or whatever, get him to come out, and then I'll show them the car, take them for a drive. I'm not gonna put it on video, but I'll do that. And then yeah, tonight we're gonna drive around with Jaden and Donovan, which is our other friend who has the M2, and then Jaden will probably come in his M4. He actually sold one of his M4s, the older one, which I'm glad he sold because it was time for a new one. So he's gonna get a new one next week. And yeah, tonight we'll play around a bit. I'll pop up a clip. Something extremely cool happened. So this car has the same engine as Jaden's Supra. Now we decided to do a rolling race, which means that is at speed, so not from a dig, from like 0 kilometers an hour. And the reason behind it is this car is 4-wheel drive and the Supra is only 2-wheel drive. So even though they have the same engines, this one will definitely beat them from a dig, which is basically a drag race. That's like when you stand still, because the 4-wheel drive doesn't spin, whereas his Supra spins up its wheels. So I'd definitely win him from a dig. But so we did a rolling race and I played a video. It was recorded on a phone and I beat him on the rolling race. And the cool thing about it is his Supra is actually stage 2, which means it is supposed to be way quicker than this car. It has a lot of mods and a tune and everything. So the fact that I won is amazing. So that was a shock to me, and I'm also super impressed and super proud of this car. I'm so glad it happened like that. That was so cool for me to see that this car is extremely quick. So I'm really happy about the purchase. So yeah, gonna go home, surprise my parents, and then tonight I'll produce a movie of this car.
И очки ловят отражение целого зала. Так что я обнял, потом поцеловал. Меня там ждут дела, они добавят нам. Они добавят боли в моей кости по утрам. Но я умоляю, не тоскуй, не скучай, ведь это того стоит, это того стоит.
Yo, if you guys haven't met him yet, this is Jeff. Jeff is my passenger, and he sits in the passenger seat under the seatbelt. Wow, I don't know where to start. So I started doing social media and videos and stuff like that back when I was, I'd say, 13 years old. And I started filming for a guy who did like fitness stuff. He was very into the gym. I started filming for him back then, and I don't know why, but he didn't pay me anything at all. And for some reason I just like kept going. I filmed for him for probably like 4 months, that I just kept on filming for him. And for 4 months I didn't get paid anything. I just went wherever he wanted me to go. I did photo shoots for him. I took videos of him for his social media. I did it all for him, and he never paid me. Which I don't mind, like looking back, I don't mind not getting paid. It was obviously more about the experience for me than to actually try and earn money from it. But the reason that I'm mentioning it is that is how it all started. That is how I actually started doing social media. Then from there on, fast forward a few years, when I was 17 years old, I decided like, let me actually go and give social media an actual try. Let me put in the time, put in the work, and try and see if I can make something from it. Because growing up, I never ever wanted to go study. Like, I always hated going to school. I hated studying. I hated everything related to school, and studying was just like one of these nightmares that I wanted to try and escape from. And I thought, okay, well, social media is hopefully going to be the thing for me. And I failed and failed and failed and failed, and I gave up probably 5 or 6 times in the past 2 years just trying to do social media. It just got to me. I was putting in so much time, so much effort, but it felt like nothing is working. It just felt like I was getting nowhere at all. Last year was the year that I was supposed to go and study, and I decided to not go and study, and I decided to try and do social media. And up until about November of last year, I didn't really have much. I had a job and I was doing okay for myself, but it was never what I was really looking for. And then just like that, my life turned around completely. By the grace of God and me just finally figuring out exactly how social media works and getting that last piece to the puzzle that I've been missing this entire time, my life completely changed. Earlier today, I bought this car, which has been a dream for so many years. It is a BMW 240i X-Drive, a 2022 one. I bought it at 19 years old. I'm turning 20 years old in 2 days, so that was really important for me, was to try and get it before I turn 20 years old, so that I can say I bought it at 19. And at the moment I'm sitting with 3 cars. I'm sitting with this BMW, then I have a 320i, and then I also have a Renault Clio RS, which if you have been watching me for some time, you'll probably know about the Renault. And there's a lot of reasons behind why I actually bought this car, but the biggest reason is just to show myself how far I've actually come within the span of about 6 months, like how drastically my life has changed. And it has done exactly that. Just driving this car and trying to let it sit in the fact that I've bought my dream car, becoming more realistic to me. The idea of me doing this for a living is becoming more and more realistic. Like I'm actually starting to realize that this is what my life is going to be like. I can just go anywhere that I want to go, do whatever I want to do, and film videos, and that's how I earn money. That's how I make a living for myself. So yes, I obviously bought it to get content out of it, to make videos about it, and I bought it for myself to just have fun. I've had so much fun with this car today, and that is literally just one day of me owning it. But there's also a lot more reasons as to why I actually bought it, and I literally can't explain how grateful I am to be in this position. I remember one night, and this is a genuine story, back when I was 17 years old in grade 11, or in year 11, I sat at home. I remember my mom bringing home some food, and one of the biggest things that I wanted to achieve in life was to be able to tell my mom she doesn't have to go and buy me food. I can buy my own food. Since a very young age, I've always tried to make money here and there and try and do that. Just like try and do anything that I can to just make money. And I never ever really made any money. But just to be able to tell my mom she doesn't have to buy me food, I can buy my own food. That is probably the biggest dream that I've had since a child. I remember countless nights of me just laying in bed and imagining a time in my life where I can buy and afford my own food. Something as simple as buying food for myself. Never mind traveling the world, doing what I want, when I want, buying my dream car, sitting with 2 other cars back home, having all the freedom that I've ever wanted. Never mind all of those stuff. Just the fact that I'm able to afford my own food, it brings me to tears. I wish there was a way for me to truly thank God for what He has done for me. And I actually spoke to someone about 2 hours ago, and I told him exactly this, that up until today, I've done nothing to be who I am today. The fact that I'm sitting in this car and that I'm living the life that I'm living has all been because of God. Not because of me, not because of what I've done, not because of the time that I've put in. Obviously, I had to go and put in time. Obviously, I had to go and actually work for what I want. But there's been so many times in my life where I've just completely given up. And because of the grace of God, one night I decided to just try again one more time. And because of that, I'm sitting here today. Not by my own power, but by the power of God, I am where I am today. There's absolutely no way that I would have been here today if it wasn't for God.